Hey, forgive me, I'm not always so Tina Belcher, but oh my god. I am. I guess I should start by saying I've been struggling with stress induced medical problems, and some recent events have really been re triggering those, so forgive me if my voice isn't fully there. I have been bedridden over the last couple months. I would argue more. And I also just want to preface this by saying I absolutely love the amazing digital circus. Um, I think it's honestly up there as one of my favorite shows of all time now. And I really, really look up to Gooseworks as a creator. And whatever I say here about one of the voice actors on the show doesn't reflect my overall love for the talented people that work on it, including the creator. And I also want to preface this by saying things haven't been the best at home for me right now. I'm an artist with two parents that do not respect what I do for a living, or any of my boundaries for that matter. And one time when I tried explaining to my mom that some things she was doing and saying to me made me uncomfortable, she got really defensive and started verbally assaulting me while we were on our way to pick up ice because our fridge wasn't working at the time. And I remember walking into that Circle K, crying, sobbing, struggling to keep myself in place. And when we got home, I was so disassociated that, I simply just left the ice on the floor. And I guess she didn't like that because she tried to try. Oh god. Okay, sorry. Yes. She tried to assault me, and that's been kind of affecting the past few months of mine. Just coming to terms with the fact that she would do something like that. Okay, on to the meat of this. A while back, I noticed that the voice of Gangle was also a VTuber, and I really loved her voice. She seemed like a great person. I drew some fan art of her, and she seemed to really, really love it, and I was just so astonished. So I just kind of thought I'd throw my shot, and I asked her if she'd be up to voice in my show Soulbound. That I think at the time I had the pilot out, and I was again just really surprised to see that she was so enthused to take part in it. Um, and she did. So basically, at the time, I didn't have any like free roles available except for like a random incidental for like a self-contained little sketch. Um, and she was specifically stoked about like cameoing as her VTuber self. So that's what I did. And she seemed to really enjoy it, even though, I told her multiple times, like, I can't pay you right now. You really don't have to do this. It's okay to say no. Just please say no if you don't want to do this at any point. And she still did it. And it was great. And then I managed to even get her to reprise her cameo role in a few other episodes coming up. All of these aren't out yet, by the way, but it will be soon. I don't know. And she seemed like a really nice person. She was just such a sweet lady. I loved her voice, loved her laugh, and she really helped me through a particularly rough point in my life. And I thought we were doing great with that, and then just about, God, I'm losing track of time at this point. Everything's been a mess, but I want to say like about a month ago, she had her mods take over for a stream, Wolf Maxing. Both seemed like really great people too. I was chilling there. We were having some fun conversations about the Pikmin games, and we even talked about like our favorite foods. Again, I was really surprised with how nice they were to me at first. And then suddenly, midway through a stream, when I left to take a shower and came back, they very suddenly banned me from their channel. And I still don't know why. I tried DMing the mods, just very simply asking them, like, hey, is everything okay? You can tell me if I did something wrong here. And they didn't respond, and they blocked me. And I guess I was okay with that just being it. I can't watch Vixen live anymore. I can still catch her YouTube videos, though. But around that same time, I was also going to a convention that she happened to be at, Miss Marissa Lunty, and I didn't think much of it at the time. I thought maybe, still I could give her some gifts to show that I still, even if she doesn't want me, to be on the streams anymore, I still greatly appreciate everything that she did for me. So I did. I splurged quite a bit, and got her some nice gifts when I got next to the con. And I remember just how absolutely stressful that was, because I had no idea how she was going to respond to seeing me. Everything was just so strange and sudden, and I don't know what happened, but since like the last time we met at a con, she just seemed like less enthused to see me, which really made me quite nervous. I dropped off my gifts for her. Then I went in line to get some autographs from Michael Kovac, and very suddenly, one of the staff there was telling me I couldn't go near her anymore. I didn't know why, and it really worried me, but I was more than happy to oblige, and I left the entire photo ops room completely just to be absolutely sure. I wasn't doing anything to make her uncomfortable. I still wish I knew why this happened, but I was still, I care, I really respect her. So I wanted to respect her wishes. And so next thing I know, I'm on the stairs, really, really zoned out, really disoriented. And then next thing I know, the guards are escorting me out on the same by the same order. And I just asked if they knew why this was happening. They didn't, but they were still gonna do it anyway. And that just meant on the first day I was kicked out of con, and I still don't know what I did or what happened, but I can only piece together that Marissa Linty specifically wanted me gone. And I didn't get a refund. And that sucked. I'm okay with her not liking me anymore. I wish I knew why. I wish she would communicate with me, but it ended up ruining what was supposed to be a weekend away from all my fears and anxieties at home. But I was just left stuck in my hotel room to simply go down a depressive spiral. And I I I think the worst part was at that point I just wanted to go home, and now that I am home, I'm still here, left in these emotions, and I've been crying a lot. I just wish that cause I she went out of her way to take part in my work, to be a collaborator on my own stuff, free of charge. And like I don't know. I just think that if she had if some issues surrounding me came up, I just wish she communicated them with me first, because now I'm just sitting here not knowing what to do about her upcoming cameo. Like, I feel as though if she doesn't want to be around me, should I still go through with it? I don't know. I don't want to have to rewrite 30% of season 1 just because of this. Which is why I just wish I had an answer. I just wish she had like just a shred more professionalism and communicated this stuff with me, because she's really leaving me with my own work with a lot of a lot of anxiety inducing stuff that I just don't know what to do with now. And suffice to say, I said aforementioned medical problems are coming back in full swing after I had gone through a whole year of therapy, trying to get through it, and medication. And now I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't have the money to go back into stress and trauma therapy. So I'm kind of just stuck here. And I don't want to, like, I don't need to be like, friends or collaborators again. I just want some answers so I can finally move on. So I can finally move forward with my work. But it just seems like she and her team refuse to communicate what happened with me in a mature way. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But what I can say is I would not recommend Marissa Lenti as an actress. She's incredibly talented, but seems to lack some certain professional skills someone in her field needs. And I don't want anybody else going through what I'm going through right now. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I knew what I did wrong, but whatever I did wrong, I'm really sorry. But I cannot recommend this actor at all. Because what just happened right now feels unbelievably petty, and it's having a lot of negative recourse on my current adult life. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This isn't beef. I swear. I don't. I hold no ill will towards her, but this kind of thing just. Yeah, it just makes me think that. Yeah, no. And it's also helping me understand something that I've already kind of understood that I need to put as much work into as I can, which is, I'm going to try to communicate my boundaries with my friends, my coworkers, and everybody as transparently as I can, because I'm not. I know as a creative leader how things I do have an impact on others, and I want to make sure I'm not doing this kind of thing. I think this should go out to everybody. We need to start communicating our boundaries more. Okay, no, enough of this soapbox crap. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm all over the place right now. And I'm really sorry about that. Just all of you out there, keep being great, okay? I'm sorry to bring this negativity in here. I don't ever want to do this again. But I just can't sit on these feelings anymore, these thoughts. It was really bad. And I'm still reeling from it. That's all.